Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava Hari Radha Madhava Hari Radhe, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Hari Radhe, Jaya Sinaji Gopal, Sinaji Gopal, Sinaji Gopal, Jaya Sinaji Gopal, Jaya Sinaji Gopal, Sinaji Gopal, Sinaji Gopal, Jaya Sinaji Gopal, Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari, Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari, Nitai Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari, Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari, Nitai Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Jaya Guru Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शीला प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य शीला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्रोत्र श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय, भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki, Nanda Krishna ki, Radhika Chant ki, Gokulamata Vrindavanam ki, Yat Govardhana ki, Gopinath ki, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dwaika Radha Shri Sari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki, Shri Jai Gaur Prabhupada.
Hari Hari Bol. Put that one back, okay? You know where to put that? There. Okay, I'll do.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Madhav Hari Dham. On behalf of our presiding deities, Shri Shri Radha Madhav Hari, we are happy you are joining us today for our Sunday Feast program. We have a special guest speaker today, and I know that we've had home programs going on, so we're wondering how many people will come to the Sunday Feast program because they were back to back to back long programs, long classes. So thank you for being here. There's space in the front, so if you can move forward, people who come late can join comfortably without disturbing you. And we'd like all the Sunday school children to make their way to their respective classrooms, please. So, thank you. So our special guest speaker today is His Grace Amarendra Das. He's a disciple of His Holiness Radha Govind Das Goswami Maharaj. He was inspired by, while he was growing up, to become a devotee by His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami. And Maharaj played a very, very big part in his growing up. And he's full of gratitude for him to make him a devotee. As far as Radha Govinda Das Goswami is concerned, we know he's a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he loves giving Srimad Bhagavatam classes, as you know. And Amarendra Das also loves Krishna Katha, and I think you all experienced that in the last few classes. And this is going to be a concluding class today on Krishna Katha. And our title actually was Preparing Our Consciousness for Damodar Month. So as you know, starting October 6th, we are going to be celebrating ghee lamp offerings for 30 days for Kartik. And that will happen at the temple at 7 o'clock every day, Monday through Sunday, for 30 days, starting October 6th until November 5th. I will stop here. And I'll give the mic over to Prabhu so that he can start the class. I don't take too many minutes, and then we'll do more announcements later on. Thank you so much. Please give a big round of applause.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can the microphone be increased? Volume? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, everyone.
I'm sorry to... We also have Swastika Mataji here as well, so please give her a warm welcome. Last time they were here was about 2.5 years ago, and we're very happy to have you back. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Before I begin, I offer my obeisances to each one of you. Thank you for being here this evening. By your blessings, best wishes, prayers, may the right words come at the right time, in the right mood of glorifying Yashoda Damodar. Let it purify our hearts and bring our consciousness closer to their divine loving lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So as we know, we are on the brink of starting the celebration for Damodar Mas, Kartik Vrat. This is a fascination for every Gaudiya Vaishnav. We wait for the whole year for this month to come. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad has said, Nikhila Samaya Bhartu Kartikasyadi Devi, that out of the 12 months of the year, the queen month is Kartik. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad says, just like there are so many places around the world, and Vrindavan Dham is the queen ruling over all places, and Sri Radharani is the queen who even wins the heart of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Similarly, this month of Kartik stands for Sri Radharani's presence. She is the Adhishthatri Devi. She is the presiding deity of this month. Gaudiya Vaishnavas wait for this month to worship Radha Damodar, to offer lamps to them, and it's not a ritual. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said, Hobe prema pradipe arati tomar. Oh my dear Lord, Krishna Murari, Shri Krishna Murari. Oh Shri Krishna, Hobe prema pradipe arati tumar. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually even wrote a book. Also wrote a book called Prem Pradeep. Prem Pradeep means lamp, and Prem means love. So Prem Pradeep means lamp of love. In the ghee lamp that's offered in the month of Damodar, we add ghee, and in Sanskrit the word ghee or sneha means ghee also, and it also means affection. So we are setting our hearts, which are full of affection for this world, we are setting it ablaze with the flame of devotion. And we go in circles telling the Supreme Lord, my dear Lord, whether in happiness that I rise in life, or in distress that I fall, or sometimes I go in the upper planetary systems, and sometimes yatra mama janma karma bhi, wherever I may go, mama uttama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakre bhramata swakarma bhi. My dear Lord, either with respect to the phase of time of joy or sorrow in this birth, or whether in the future birth I appear as a devata or as a demon, oh Krishna, I go in circles, but may you be the center of that circle. May I never go far away from you. In this mood, we circle the Lord. We tell Krishna that even if my life is going in circles, in English, to go in circles means even if I have problems, even if my head is spinning in circles, Krishna, may you be the central focus. May I never lose focus. So that lamp is not a ritual. We are offering our affection. We are offering our gratitude. We pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, I thank you for everything that you've given me. And as we offer this lamp in the month of Kartik, we also sing what is called as the Damodarashtakam. So for about 45 minutes that we have time for this session, we will do a brief overview of the 8 verses of Damodarashtakam. Each of these verses are worth hours and hours of discussion. Srila Sanatan Goswami Pad has written an in-depth commentary to each of these verses. But respecting time, because Krishna says, Kalosmi, I am time. So sometimes he gives us 3 hours and sometimes he gives us 45 minutes. We continue to serve him either way. So with that as the introduction, let's begin. Let's welcome one verse after another in our life, and we offer obeisances and respect the mood of these verses. So let's sing. We'll call and respond each verse and then we'll discuss. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Yashodabhiyo Lukhaladhavamanam Paramrishthamatyanta Dhrutya Gopya. Yashodabhiyo Lukhaladhavamanam Paramrishthamatyanta Dhrutya Gopya. Satyavrat Rishi, who is the author of this beautiful Ashtakam, he starts off by saying, Namami, I bow down. So we can see he's starting off with Dasya Rati, Dasya Bhav, of servitude. Aham Namami. Whom am I bowing down to? Ishwaram. I bow down to the Supreme Lord, who is Satchit Ananda Rupam, who is eternal, who's full of knowledge, and who's happy. So now if you just read the first line, it could be for Narasimha, it could be for Ramachandra, it could be for Vishnu in Vaikuntha, it could be for Krishna as Dwarkadish in Dwaraka. So it's not clear whom he is referring to, because they're all God, and they're all eternal, and they're all full of joy. But in the second line, he clarifies, Lasat kundalam gokule bhrajamanam. I am referring to that Lord who's Gokule Bhrajamanam, who's shining in the beautiful abode of Gokul. So Go means cows and Kula means whole family, dynasty. Vrindavan is full of Go. There are Gopas, there are Gopis. Go means cows, so there is Gokul. The whole land is called Golok. Those who do bhajan of this land are called Goswami. The hill that Krishna lifted is Govardhan. The waves of the Jamuna are also called Go. And because Krishna protected the waves of Jamuna by kicking Kaliya out, he's called Gopal. He gave joy to those waves by frolicking, therefore he's Govind. Go Krishna, go. So Gokule Brajamanam. Krishna shines in this beautiful abode of Gokul. And interestingly, which form of Krishna are we talking about? Are we talking about Krishna who's grown up, who's 16 years old, or who's 11 years old, or who's 9 years old? This Damodar Leela refers to Krishna when he was 3 years old. Baby Gopal. Balyavastha. And how do we know that? Lasat Kundalam. Kundalam means earrings, and Lasat means shining, beautiful, ecstatic earrings. So this refers to that stage of Bal Gopal, when from crawling, he has decided to walk, and from walking, running, and the running has caused his earrings to swing back and forth. His cheeks are so chubby, and these earrings are swinging back and forth as if to kiss these cheeks of Krishna. At the same time, you could have described Krishna, if you're in Dasya Bhav, you can describe the ankle bells of Krishna. Why describe his earrings? Well, because it's all the ornaments are fortunate, but it's only the earrings on Krishna's body who have the chance to kiss his cheeks. They're swinging back and forth. Janubhyam saha panibhyam saha ramena keshava. Bhagavatam describes when Krishna started to crawl, it was quite ecstatic. He would go and catch the tail of all the calves. And when he would catch the tail of the calves, out of curiosity what is there, the calves who are taking rest in the dust of Vrindavan, they are caught suddenly, unaware. So out of fear they start to run. And when they run, now what Krishna is holding on to is starting to move. So out of fear, if he lets go, something will happen to him. So Krishna holds on even tightly. So Krishna is holding on too tightly, and the calves are running. And as the calves are running, Krishna is being dragged through the dust of Vrindavan. This is called Ghasita Ram. Ghasita Ram. That Sri Ram, which means Sham, Krishna, who is being dragged through the beautiful, wonderful, soft mud and cow dung and cow urine of Vrindavan. Krishna has his theme park ride in the form of calves. So once he finishes the crawling pastime and he starts to walk, many times he's holding on to things. He's holding on to Nanda Baba's little finger, and his grip slips and he falls down. And Nanda Baba motivates Krishna, try again Gopal, try again. Try to stand up. Once more, hold my little finger and try. So he who was taking little steps to stand up now has started to run. And he's creating tantrums around by barging and breaking into homes, breaking the pots and stealing the butter. And that has been hinted by Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. He's shining in every home with swinging, beautiful, loving earrings. Yashoda bhiya ulukhala dhavamanam paramrishtam atyantato dhritya gopya. Generally, when we make a mistake in our own house, we can cover it up. But when we make a mistake in another's house, we can cover up. But for Krishna, it was exact opposite. When he would break butter pots in the neighbor's house, he was fearless. One time, the first time when Krishna went out on his project, he wanted to see how it feels to steal butter in the neighbor's house. Now, sometimes people may think, why does God become a thief? Well, that butter symbolizes something very deep and philosophically grave for all of us. The butter represents the heart of the Vaishnava. When it becomes soft like butter in compassion, and when it becomes white like butter in purity, then you don't have to invite. Krishna enters the house of your life, breaks all the coverings, and tastes the butter of your heart. All the neighboring mothers in Vrindavan, they are putting all their heart, they are fusing their emotions for Bal Gopal and making that butter. So Krishna is coming and lovingly tasting that butter and tasting the emotions of the motherly love in their heart. How wonderful. So when for the first time Krishna tried to steal butter, it is described, he was stealing butter and suddenly he saw his own reflection in a jeweled pillar. This has been described by Sri Kavi Karnapur. Krishna was stealing butter and suddenly he looked at the pillar and there he saw another child
with butter hand, butter mouth. And Krishna looked at the reflection thinking that it's someone else who's been kept as a doorkeeper to protect that pot. So he looked and he got scared. And he tried to hide. And then again he peeked in. And he started to weep and he said, I'm sorry, I've never done this before. This is my first time. I promise I will never do this again. I am ready to get punished, but please don't tell my Maiya. Please don't tell my mother. And it's interesting when you're speaking to your own reflection, as you speak, the reflection reflects back what you're speaking. So as he's speaking, the reflection is saying, please don't tell my mother. So Krishna was convinced that the reflection was actually mocking and making fun of him, which means that's a person there who's making fun. So Krishna said, he thought of bribing that person. He put his hand into the butter and he said, how about we share it? I'll give you 50%. You want more? Okay, I'll give you 70%. And at one point Krishna said, I can give you the whole pot, but shh, please don't tell anyone. I promise I never get to do this. This is the first time. I promise I will never do this again. And the reflection is also speaking. And Krishna got so wild and so angry. He said, I wouldn't give you even one drop. I'm going to keep all this for myself. You want to go and complain? Do whatever you want. That was the day when Krishna became fearless. Krishna says, Abhayam sarvada tasmai dadamyetad vratam mama. As Sri Ramachandra, he promises Vibhishan, anybody who takes shelter of my lotus feet, I will make them fearless. But where was his first moment, aha moment of fearlessness? This was in his Balya Avastha as Gopal. Shri Yashodanandan Bal Gopal ki. But the same thing doesn't work in his own house. Because his mother knows him too well. His mother knows him right from the time he was in her womb. When Krishna was in the womb of Mother Yashoda, for those 9 months somehow, her urge to eat sweets had increased. And she was thinking, why is it that suddenly my desire to eat sweets has increased? And she would eat more sweets, makhan misri. She would have sweet butter and yogurt. And after Krishna was born, that desire went away. But then she saw that same desire that she had multiplied 1,000,000 times is there in her child. So she was not sure whether it was him who was causing that desire in her, or whether she as the mother had that desire, as a result the child got it. So she could never actually tell Krishna and blame him, because at the back of her mind she would always think, maybe I am responsible. I fed him with so much sweet while he was in the womb that now you can't blame him for the habit that I taught him. But one fine day in the Damodar Leela, when Mother Yashoda caught him, because we know that very famous story where she found Krishna breaking pots and eating butter and feeding the monkeys in her own house. She ran behind him to punish him. And Satyavrat Rishi now continues in the second verse. Rudantam muhur netra yugmam rijantam karam bhoja yugmena satanka netram. Rudantam muhur netra yugmam rijantam karam bhoja yugmena satanka netram. Muhushwasakam patrirekānkakantha stitagraiva damodaram bhaktibaddham. Muhushwasakam patrirekānkakantha stitagraiva damodaram Shwasakam patrirekānkakantha stitagraiva damodaram bhaktibaddham. Shwasakam patrirekānkakantha stitagraiva damodaram bhaktibaddham. Mother Yashoda caught Krishna from behind. It's a beautiful long story. I feel so guilty. I am saying it in 10 seconds. Each nuance of emotion in that whole story is worth a lifetime of meditation. right from the milk boiling on the stove to Yashoda Rani putting Krishna down and running for that milk, and Krishna getting angry and biting his lips in the feeling of neglect that, oh dear mother, I left the ocean of milk for you and you can't even leave a pot of milk for me. And then now he takes the stone and he says, now I'm going to teach you a lesson. And then he breaks the pots and there's so much butter all over the place. And there's so much butter, Krishna can't escape. He who has Ramachandra could cross over an ocean. But now as Krishna Chandra can't even jump over a puddle of butter. He jumps and lands on that butter. And as he lands on that butter, his lotus feet is on that butter. Now wherever he walks, there are beautiful butter footprints of Bal Gopal. And by the time Mother Yashoda comes back, the whole house is in a disarray. And she comes back to see, where is my child and who has caused all this? And to put pieces together is not difficult. The child is missing, the pots are broken, and he has had a wonderful criminal record of doing this in other homes. Crime history, and he has left evidence. She can trace it. And when she goes and finds, he's sitting on an inverted wooden grinding motor, not eating that butter, but feeding it to the monkeys. And our acharyas describe, those are the monkeys who, as monkeys of Sri Ram, they served Sri Ram in Treta Yuga. And Sri Ram felt, they all served me, but I could never reciprocate. So those monkeys appeared as monkeys in Vrindavan. And now that same Ram, as Shyam, Sri Krishna, he's sitting and feeding that butter into the mouth of those monkeys. And the monkeys are eating, Krishna's facing the monkeys, monkeys are facing Krishna. Mother Yashoda comes with a stick hiding behind her back. And Krishna doesn't know, he's just moving his legs. Bal Gopal, he's moving his legs and feeding the monkeys. And the monkeys look. Behind Krishna is the mother coming tippy-toe with a stick. And they start screaming. Some sounds come naturally to me. Monkey sound is very natural for it. So they're screaming, and Krishna looks back. Too late now, because Mother Yashoda is at one hand distance. Krishna jumps off the wooden grinding motor. His feet are slipping through that butter. And 3-year-old Gopal is running, jumping over things and flipping over and ducking down and jumping again. And Mother Yashoda, she's a little older in age. And she doesn't do cardio. She doesn't go to a gym. No experience of running. But she's determined. This happens on the morning of Deepavali, when everyone's decorating their homes with lamps. Everyone outside their home, they're setting rangoli. Mother Yashoda, she chucks her cloth. She ties her hair and runs behind Krishna. Her only purpose is, she's ready to give all her butter to Gopal. She has no problem with that. But her purpose is, if he continues to be a thief like this, how can he be a trustworthy king tomorrow? Which Gopa in Vrindavan will give their daughter in marriage to my son? Mother Yashoda has long-term plans. So out of anxiety to teach her son a lesson, she runs behind Gopal. And Gopal's scared, he's looking behind, running twice as fast. And ultimately, in the second verse, Krishna gets caught by Mother Yashoda. Now it's quite interesting. In Krishna Leela we find Kala Yavan. Kala Yavan was a Kshatriya. He was used to fighting wars and running. He was running so fast chasing Krishna. But Krishna was very coolly smiling and walking. Kala Yavan is running and Krishna is coolly walking, and the distance remained the same. Kala Yavan could run faster than Mother Yashoda apparently. And he was a Kshatriya while Mother Yashoda was a Vaishya. And he was in his youth, Mother Yashoda was a little older. Still he couldn't catch Krishna. While Mother Yashoda didn't catch him with effort, but very quickly she caught him. Without any effort. She just ran quickly and caught him. This shows that bhakti baddham, the last phrase, Krishna is chased down not by talent, not by skill, but by desire to find him. Somebody who has no ability, but has intense greed to find God, they can catch Krishna. On the other hand, somebody may have lot of ability and pride because of those skills. They can run faster than anyone else, but they will never be able to find God. So in this verse, as Krishna gets caught from behind, Krishna starts his crying. Rudantam means crying. And you can find the word yugma, netra yugmam and karambhoja yugmam. Yugma means two. And muhuhu comes twice, which means again and again. So rudantam, Krishna's crying again and again, and with his two palms, two hands, lotus hands, he's rubbing his two lotus eyes. Oh Maya, I admit I did it, but please don't hit me. Put the stick down, I did it, I am sorry, I will never again do it. He says this, but he will do it many more times. He said, I will never do it, I promise. He's weeping. Mad bhayat vati vato yam suryas tapati mad bhayat varshatindro dahatyagni mrityuscharati mad bhayat. The 3rd canto, 25th chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam describes, out of fear of Krishna the sun rises. Out of fear of Krishna the fire flames. Out of fear of Krishna the wind blows. Out of fear of Krishna, the cloud pours in rain. Out of fear of Krishna, Yamaraj does his duty. And that Shri Krishna is crying out of fear of Mother Yashoda. Rudantam muhurnetram yugmam mrijantam. Mrijantam means to rub. So Krishna with his two lotus palms, he was literally creating a whole mess there. So much so that his eyes had become very big, huge, like Jagannath. Because he had kajal, he had black mascara, and he was rubbing it in circles to tell Mother Yashoda, you're trying to punish me, do you know who I am? I am the Lord of the universe. I am Jagannath. Mother Yashoda looked into those same eyes and she said, I really don't care. You may be the Lord of the whole world, but for me, you are my Lord. In the form of you are my world. You are everything to me. If I don't reprimand you, who will? Let everyone offer their obeisances to you. I will not offer obeisances to you. I will chastise you, O Krishna, because if you don't mend your ways today, who else apart from the mother can teach you? So Krishna is crying, and it's described. His tears are mixing with his kajal, his mascara. And the tears which are white are flowing black. So from one eye, they are flowing white. And from one eye, they are flowing black. And you know, in the Triveni Sangam, in the mixing of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, 3 rivers mix. White-colored Ganga, black-colored Yamuna, and red-colored Saraswati. So Krishna has the red Saraswati of fear in his heart. And that's sandwiched with the white tears of Ganga and the black river of the Jamuna. And that is Triveni Sangam Prayagraj Purush Krishna. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavani ki. And Karamboja Yugmena sa Atanka Netram. There's so much fear in his eyes that Muhu Shwasa, Muhu Shwasa, he's breathing so quickly, heavy breathing. And Kampa, he's trembling. He's really, really afraid. God never gets afraid, but in Vrindavan, he has forgotten he is God. And Yashoda Rani has forgotten Krishna is God. And she's doing her service, and Krishna's melting to her love. And Trirekanka Kantha, there are 3 lines on his neck. What does that mean? Little baby plump Gopal, and he's looking around, and there are 3 lines, 3 layers because of his chubby fat. Rupa Goswami Pad has said in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, when little baby Gopal walks, he has so much fat on his body that he gets 3 lines on this side of the waist and 3 lines on this side of the waist. So there's 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines. He looks like Lord Shiva with 3 lines all over his body. So next time you see a conch shell and you put your fingers in to blow, you see those 3 lines? That's a little stimulant. That's like the neck of Bal Gopal when he's turning around. Krishna's looking around to see, who can help me? Balaram, we always steal butter together. Now where are you? At the time of difficulty, why is it? Why do bad things happen to good people like me. Oh God. Oh Nanda Baba, Maya, look, she's troubling me. She's punishing me. Oh Nanda Baba, please help me. So he's looking around and his neck has 3 lines. Tri Kanka Kantha and Sthita Graiva Damodaram Bhakti Baddham. Maya Yashoda is taking ropes to bind him. Now Satyavrat Rishi says, the beauty of this pastime, Krishna enacts them for what purpose? That's revealed in the 3rd verse. Iti drikswali labhir ananda kunde swaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. तदीयेषितज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्ति वन्दे. Iti drik. Iti drik means pastimes like Damodar Leela. Swa Leela Bihi, through such pastimes, what does Krishna do? He gives lot of joy to the residents of Vrindavan. Ananda Kund. Kund means a pond and Ananda means joy. And what does Krishna do? Swaghosham nimajjantam. He pushes each resident of Vrindavan in the swimming pool of joy, in the pond of joy, by depicting such pastimes. Sometimes Krishna, it is described by other acharyas. Sometimes Krishna holds his hair, his shika, and cries, tells Mother Yashoda, oh Maya, I have been cheated, I have been cheated, I have been cheated. Maya Yashoda tells Krishna, what happened? Why are you saying that you've been cheated? Brahma has cheated me. Lord Brahma has cheated me. Mother Yashoda says, why do you say that? Look, Balaram and myself, we both got our shika on the same day. His shika has grown longer than mine. It's become thicker and longer. Mine doesn't seem to grow. Mother Yashoda says, oh, that's because you don't drink enough milk. Krishna said, really? That's the reason? Tears are gone. Really? It's like a eureka moment for God. Is that why? Mother Yashoda says, if you drink milk, your shika will grow. Balaram drinks milk, that's why shika grows. Krishna takes a cup of milk, holds the shika with one hand, and he's taking one sip. Did it grow, Maya? Did my shika grow? Mother Yashoda says, just by a bit. Drink little more. In excitement, Krishna gulps down the whole cup of milk down his throat. And he says, Maya, now it's going to be very long, right? Mother Yashoda says, now you have to take rest. Only tomorrow morning you will see the result. Next morning, Krishna wakes up and says, has my shika grown? Mother Yashoda says, yeah, it's grown. Krishna says, I don't feel it. It is still the same. Maya, you're cheating me now. You are not giving me sweets, and all the milk in the house which are getting spoiled, you want to throw it away, so you're putting it down my throat. You want to finish that milk, therefore you are telling me to drink that milk on the pretext that my shika will grow. This is one Leela. Another time Krishna is laying down at the Goshala in the cowshed, and calves are coming around Krishna. They're embracing Gopal. Gopal's embracing a calf. They're almost of the same size. And suddenly Krishna opens the mouth of the calf. The calf is 3 years old. Krishna is 3 years old. Krishna opens the mouth of the calf, and the calf has all teeth possible in the mouth. Krishna starts to cry, Maya, I have been cheated, I have been cheated. Brahma has cheated me more. Krishna, why do you think Lord Brahma has cheated you? Look, the calf is 3 years old. I am 3 years old. I have no teeth. The calf's mouth is full of teeth. Mother Yashoda says, are you a calf? Why are you comparing the rate of your teeth with the rate of the teeth growth in the mouth of the calf? Krishna said, so is a calf better than me? Is my teeth growth rate slower than that of a calf? Am I not a human being? Mother Yashoda says, don't worry, Krishna. Don't freak out. Your teeth will come, okay? So by showing such beautiful pastimes, Swa Leela Bihi, Krishna is pushing each resident of Vrindavan in the beautiful swimming pool of affection, of love. And why does he do this? Tadiya ishitadnyeshu bhaktaihi jitatvam. To show the whole world, don't fear me. Serve me with all your heart. Don't come to me scratching my lotus feet to get something that you want. Instead, come to me to love me because I love my devotees eternally. Bhaktaihi jitatvam. What to speak of taking things from me? You can take me home, Krishna says. Na sadhayati mam yoga. Na dhyana dharma uddhava. Swadhyayas tapas tyago yatha bhakti mamorjita. In the 11th canto, 14th chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna tells Uddhav, there's no process that binds my heart as much as the process of serving me with affection. So Krishna is saying, Tadiya ishitadnyeshu, compared to those who fear me and serve me to get something out of me, those who selflessly, lovingly serve me for my satisfaction, my heart goes towards the second category. And in Vrindavan, Krishna is saying, all of them, they love me irrespective of my position. They don't come to me because I am God. They come to me for my pleasure. Satyavrat Rishi says, Puna prematastam shata avriti vande. O Gopal, O Yashoda Damodar, I bow down to your lotus feet. Shata avriti, hundreds and hundreds of times. Please fulfill my desire. So at the end of these 3 verses, Damodar is telling Satyavrat Rishi in the heart, you're offering me 3 prayers. Ask for a boon and I will give you. You see, when we offer prayers, Krishna is called Varadaraj. He's standing there to hear our prayers. Pashyanti te me ruchiranyam basanta prasanna vaktraruna lochanani rupani divyani varapradani sakam vacham sprhaniyam vadanti. The 3rd canto, 25th chapter, text 35, Srimad Bhagavatam says, when a devotee comes in front of Krishna and offers prayers, Krishna stands there to fulfill their desire. So when Satyavrat Rishi is offering these 3 verses, Damodar says, what do you want? So in verse 4 and 5, Satyavrat Rishi says, I only want one thing. I want to see your form with Yashoda Rani in my heart. Krishna, till when will I just read about you? Krishna, till when will I just speak about you? Krishna, till when will I just hear about you and think about you? Why don't you, O Shamsundar, O Yashodanandan, with your mother, you relocate into my heart? So now in verse 4 and 5, we will sing those verses together. Satyavrat Rishi says, please Krishna, appear in my heart. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanyam vrineham vareshadateha.
Varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanyam vrineham vareshadateha.
Idam te vapunatha gopal banu sada me manasya virastham ki manye. Idam te
vapunatha gopal balam sada me manasya virastham ki manye.
Idam te mukham bhojam matyantanile vritam kuntalai snigdharaktaischa gopya.
Idam te mukham bhojam matyantanile vritam kuntalai snigdharaktaischa gopya.
Muhushumbitam bimbaratadharam me manasya virastamalam lakshalabhe.
Muhushumbitam
He says, "Oh Krishna, idam te vapu natha gopala balam." This form of yours, idam rupam, this form. Te, oh your Bal Gopal, this form of yours, idam te vapuhu natha. Oh my dear Lord, oh baby Gopal. It's almost like Satyavrat Rishi with affection is touching Gopal by his face and he's saying, this form of yours, sada, eternally, may manasi avir, may it appear in my heart. I don't have any other desire. Astam kim anyehi. What is the use of asking anything else? Krishna says, is it okay if I can fulfill any other desire? Because you see, when you ask material things from Krishna, Krishna has no problem. Because we have to run behind him. But when you ask for bhakti, then he gets little hesitant. Because for material things, we have to run behind him. But when we ask for bhakti, he has to run behind us. Therefore, Krishna is very careful. Just like a rich man doesn't give the details of his bank account to anyone, he's very careful. Because he always gets a feeling that maybe I may get cheated, I may get exploited, I may be manipulated, I may be controlled. So the supreme, rich creator, source, Lord of everything, he doesn't give bhakti so easily. Satyavrat Rishi says, give this form to me in my heart. Krishna says, how about I make you Indra? I will give you the whole of heaven. Satyavrat Rishi said, nope. How about I make you Lord Brahma? Satyavrat Rishi is saying, the same Brahma that you complain about? I don't want to become Lord Brahma. Krishna says, how about I will let you enter the effulgence coming from my body, the Brahma Jyoti. Satyavrat Rishi said, what am I going to do in that light? No compromise, Krishna. Please, this form of yours. So Krishna says, which form of mine? Because he is interested to know what about him has attracted the heart of Satyavrat Rishi. So in the 5th verse, Satyavrat Rishi describes the form of Krishna. He says, idam te mukhambojam. He's touching the face of Gopal in his meditation. And you see, Krishna, Yashoda Nandan, he has a little thumb imprint on his chin. Because Mother Yashoda touches his chin so much that on his butterball, gold, blue-colored butterball face, there's a constant thumb imprint of Mother Yashoda because she's holding Gopal by the chin. So Satyavrat Rishi is touching that face of Krishna in his meditation. And he says, Mukhambojam, Krishna, look at this blue lotus face of yours. And Krishna is smiling. Satyavrat Rishi says, your face is wide like a lotus. It is soft like a lotus. And just like there's nectar in the middle of the lotus flower, Krishna, your smile, as Krishna is smiling, Madhuram Madhuram Vapurasya Vibho, Madhuram Madhuram Vadanam Madhuram, Madhu Gandhim Mridhusmitam Etadaho, Madhuram 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 Madhuram. Oh Krishna, this smile of yours, Sthirachara Vrijinagna Susmita Shri Mukhena, this smile of yours, Gopal, is the nectar in the middle of that lotus flower. Your face is lotus, and your smile is that nectar in the middle. Then Krishna says, really? Satyavrat Rishi says, yes. Then Damodar says, but if there is lotus with nectar, there must be bumblebees. Where are the bumblebees? Satyavrat Rishi says, the locks of soft black curly hair that are bouncing from your hair onto your lotus face. Mother Yashoda ties him up, ties the hair up in a nice beautiful choti, and as Gopal's walking around, the locks of soft black curly hair are escaping and they fall on his forehead. And sometimes they even cover his eyes and he's walking around and he has to move the curls of his hair to look at someone in front of him. So Atyanta Neelay, extremely dark, Vritam Kuntalaihi, locks of soft black curly hair have covered your lotus face. They are the black bumblebees jumping in to drink the nectar of your smile from the middle part of your lotus face. Then Krishna said, Satyavrat Rishi, but I have a question. Satyavrat Rishi says, yes, Gopal, ask for it. Go for it, ask your question. Damodar says, if you have a blue lotus, which is very soft and big and fragrant and has nectar and has honeybees, it should also have some pollen grains. It should also have some redness of the kumkum powder. But my face doesn't have any redness. Satyavrat Rishi says, of course, snigdha raktaihi muhush chumbitam bimba raktadaram me. Your face, which is a lotus flower, is kissed again and again and again and again by Mother Yashoda. And this blue lotus has become pink lotus. This is the redness of the kumkum powder. This is the pollen redness on the blue lotus of your face, O Gopal. Such a beautiful kirtan, such a beautiful bhajan. And muhuhu chumbitam. It doesn't become red just by with one kiss. Mother Yashoda looks at each part of Krishna's face. And why Krishna's face? Krishna's body. And she is kissing Krishna. She says, Kwananam, Kwanayanam, hey Gopal, where are your eyes? And Krishna thinks, these are my eyes. Kwananam, where is your face? This is my face. Kwananam, kwa nayanam, kwa nasika. Oh Gopal, where is your nose? And whenever he gets the right answer, this is described by the Acharyas. Kwananam, kwa nayanam, kwa nasika. Sri Rupa Goswami Pada has written. Whenever Yashodarani asks a question and Krishna gives the right answer, Krishna gets a kiss on that part. So because he gets all the questions right, muhuhu chumbitam, his face is reddish because of the kissing of Mother Yashoda's affection. Manasi avirastham alam laksha labhay. Oh Gopal, that form of yours with Mother Yashoda holding you, embracing you, kissing you, may that form be in my heart. Whether I am in the temple or whether I am at home, whether I am at work or whether I am in the kitchen, whether I am driving a car, whether I am taking a shower. Imagine if Krishna lives in our heart and gives darshan, we are always in Vrindavan. So at this point, Krishna sees Satyavrat Rishi and he says, I understand what you want, but look, without bhajan, without bhakti, this is not possible. So Satyavrat Rishi says, what kind of bhajan should I do? Krishna said, Bhajan madhya sarvasreshta navavida bhakti, Krishna prema Krishna dite dare mahashakti, tara madhya sarvasreshta nam sankirtan, nir aparadha nam laile paye prema dhan. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam. Oh Satyavrat Rishi, you're just making wishes. Where is your sadhana? You have to do Nam Sankirtan. So in the 6th verse, Satyavrat Rishi starts out calling upon the names of Krishna to do kirtan so that Krishna can be pleased and he may appear in Satyavrat Rishi's heart. Namo Devadamo Darananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam.
Namo Devadamo Darananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam.
Namo Devadamodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam.
Namo Devadamo Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho
Kripa drishti vrishtyati dinam batanu grihanesha mamajna medhyakshidresha. Namo Dev, Damodar, Ananta, Vishnu, Prabhu. Nam Sankirtan is going on. 6 names have been called out. Deva, Damodar, Ananta, Vishnu, Prabhu in the 2nd line. And in the last line, Grihana Isha. Oh my dear Lord. Oh Master. Oh Damodar. Oh Vishnu. After calling out 6 names, Krishna says, what happened? Satyavrat Rishi says, I am drowning in the ocean of pain. What pain is that? It's not the pain of old age, disease and death.
It is the pain of separation from Krishna. This is the most difficult pain. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad has described Krishna Prem is like drinking hot sugarcane juice. Let's repeat that. Krishna Prem is like drinking hot sugarcane juice. Rupa Goswami Pad has said, and Shri Kaviraj Goswami Pad has repeated this in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says it is sugarcane juice, it is very sweet, and at the same time it is hot. Imagine if we have hot sugarcane juice in the mouth, it is so hot that we can gulp it down. We want to spit it out. And at the same time it is so sweet, we want to gulp it down. So meeting Krishna gives the joy of sugarcane sweetness. And separation from Krishna gives the heat, intolerable heat. But again, in that separation, you remember Krishna so much that it becomes the sweetness of the sugarcane. But because you remember him so much, now you want to attain him, and that separation is the heat. Now, because that separation is there, you remember him more, so that's the sweetness. Visha Amrita Ekatra Milan. It is the mixing of nectar and poison. The separation from God is poison. It can defeat the poison of Kaliya. And the meeting with Krishna gives so much joy that it can defeat the pride of the nectar that Mohini Murti got. Vishamrita ekatra milan. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Dukkha jalabdhi magnam. Satyavrat Rishi says, Krishna, I am drowning in the ocean of pain. Please appear before me. Please appear. Krishna is whispering, Satyavrat Rishi, increase your intensity. Let there be high tides in that ocean now. Satyavrat Rishi said, impossible. Now Krishna, you're doing too much. Krishna said, why not? You don't want to attain me? Yes, I want to attain you. You don't want to do bhajan? Yes, I want to chant the holy name. You don't want to develop high tides of intensity to attain me? Satyavrat Rishi said, wait a minute. Can you tell this to the sons of Kuber, Manigriv and Nalakuber? Did they do bhajan? Did the sons of Kuber, Manigriv and Nalakuber chant your names? Did they have high tides of eagerness to attain you? Were they drowning in the ocean of pain? Oh Damodar, why are you putting all these conditions on me? You are telling me to get stuck between your feet and increase my intensity to get you. But you went and got stuck between the feet of these two trees. These two sons of Kuber, Manigriv and Nalakuber, had bad habits. They were proud. They were frolicking in the Ganga. They in fact even offended Narada Muni. They were offending the abode of Lord Shiva. And Krishna, when you were bound by ropes by Mother Yashoda, you flipped the wooden grinding motor, crawled your way, and before you freed yourself, you freed the trees. Why double standards? Quite an amazing argument. So the 7th verse invokes Manigriva and Nalakuver. Kuveratmajo baddha murtyaiva yadvat tvaya mochito bhakti bhajo krito cha. Namokshe graho misti damodare ha. Oh Krishna, look at the words. Kuber Atmajo Baddhamurti. The sons of Kuber were standing like trees. And what happened? They didn't get liberated. Toya mochito. You freed them. They didn't offer a single prayer. They didn't even look towards you. They didn't do any bhajan. They didn't chant any holy name. They were not weeping and crying like me, Satyavrat Rishi said. Toya mochito. You freed them. Bhakti bhajo. made them into devotees, and recruited them in your pastimes. When you can do that to them, then tatha prema bhakti swakham me prayacha. Why not do it to me? I have not broken any regulative principle. I am not contaminating the Ganga. I have not offended Lord Shiva or Narada Muni. Oh Damodar, please have mercy on me. Damodar is still waiting. Then he tells Satyavrat Rishi, how about I give you that service in that world? Maybe not in this world, but in that world. Satyavrat Rishi said, no, I want you right now. The last word says, Damodara iha. Asmin loke. In this world, in this birth, I want you. Please appear before me. Krishna is still delaying. Satyavrat Rishi said, when Krishna is not agreeing to me this way, now I will use my Brahmastra. And the Brahmastra is, when Krishna is not agreeing and listening to our prayers, I will beg at the lotus feet of Sri Radharani. I will beg Sri Radharani, please tell your Krishna something about me. Satyam satyam punah satyam, satyam eva punah punah, vina radha prasadena mat prasado na labhyate. The Puranas describe, Krishna tells Arjun that this is a fact, O dear Arjun. Satyam satyam punah satyam, satyam eva punah punah. I am saying this as the truth. This is the truth. This is certainly the truth. Without the mercy of Sri Radharani, I never give my mercy, said Krishna. Therefore, we in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, we never worship Krishna alone. You can see all the BBT paintings. Krishna is either with a cow or a calf or with Balaram or Yashodarani or with the Gopas or the Gopis. If not, then with the deer and the peacocks and the parrots. Sri Radharani is the highest epitome of mercy. Vaidhagya Sindhur Anuraga Rasaika Sindhu, Vatsalya Sindhur Atisandra Kripaika Sindhu, Lavanya Sindhur Amrita Chavi Rupa Sindhu, Sri Radhika Spuratu Meridhi Keli Sindhu, Lavanya Sara Rasa Sara Sukhaika Sare, Karunya Sara Amrita Chavi Rupa Sare, Vaidhagya Sara Rati Keli Vilasa Sare, Radha Vidhama Manokhila Sara Sare. Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati says, there is no match, there's absolutely no match to the merciful magnanimity, potency of Sri Radharani's heart. Srila Prabhupada, in the class on Radhashtami, Srila Prabhupada explained, wherever there is love and compassion in this world, it's only a drop coming from the ocean of Sri Radharani's heart. So Satyavrat Rishi is singing in the last verse of Damodarashtakam. Namaste studamne spura dipti dhamne twadiyodharayatha vishwasidhamne. Namo Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tobhyam. Satyavrat Rishi says, Namastestu dhamne spurat deepti dhamne tvadiya udarayatha vishwasya dhamne. O Krishna, I bow down to you. I bow down to your robe. I bow down to your leelas. But I know you're not showering mercy on me. Therefore I take shelter of Sri Radharani. And he doesn't say Radha. The word used is Radhika. In Sanskrit, the kap pratyay gives the sense of komal, softness. So when mother is invoked, mother is called Amba. But when you have to say, oh soft-hearted mother, then Amba becomes Ambika. Amba becomes Ambika. Similarly, if there is a mala, and if you say, oh, this is a very soft garland, Malika. Rag Malika. Similarly, Radharani, who is most merciful and soft-hearted, Radhika. Satyavrat Rishi calls out to Radharani. And then when he calls out to Radharani, Krishna pays attention. Because Ra Shabdho Charana Matrena Yami Shravana Lobhataha Dha Ucharanam Paschat Dadami Bhakti Muttamam. If someone says Ra, Krishna says, Yami Shravana Lobhataha, I become so eager. And Dha Shabdo Charanam Paschat, if someone says Dha, after that Ra, then Dadami Bhakti Muttamam, Krishna comes running and infuses bhakti in the heart of that devotee. Shri Radharani ki. So Satyavrat Rishi says, Namo Radhikayai, O Radharani. And when he calls out to Radharani, Krishna looks. Then when Krishna looks, then Satyavrata Rishi says, I am calling out to she who is your beloved. Tvadiya Priyayai. And when Krishna hears that, his heart melts. With Radharani by his side, he jumps into the heart of Satyavrat Rishi. And when Radha and Krishna jumped into the heart of Satyavrat Rishi, one Radharani became millions of gopis, and they had a Rasa Leela in the heart of Satyavrat Rishi. Therefore, Krishna is Ananta Leela. He who performs unlimited pastimes or performs a pastime with unlimited forms. And as soon as Satyavrat Rishi sees that Leela in his heart, the mic drops from his hand. And the Damodarashtakam concludes because it is more than what he had asked for. So he starts off with Dasyarati, praise through Vatsalyarati, and with the blessings of Sri Radharani attains Madhuryarati. After this, Satyavrat Rishi is stunned in ecstasy. So that was the last verse he composed. Satyavrat Rishi ki! This is why although we sing for Yashoda Damodar, we conclude the Damodarashtakam by singing Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Shri Radhe. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. So, in this way, we can meditate and call upon the mercy of Radha Damodar, Yashoda Damodar in this month of Damodar Mas. In the Hari Bhakti Vilas, it is described that in the month of Damodar Vrat, we should sing this Damodarashtakam every single day while offering lamps. So of course I wouldn't be here in the month of Damodar, but I wish all of you happy Kartik for this year. Please sing Damodarashtakam with all your heart. And while you're offering lamps, singing Damodarashtakam, please remember this discussion and also offer a prayer for this fallen soul. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Questions? So Prema Dhatri Mataji is saying if there are any questions we can take. If there are questions. Yes, there's a raised hand there. Can we have a microphone? Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu, for the wonderful explanation of Damodarashtakam. A lot of novel insight. I greatly appreciate that. Just a quick question right there at the end. You mentioned that, I don't know if you were trying to imply this, you were saying Satyavrata Muni attained a Madhurarati. Is that a more of a poetic thing, or is it something we should conclude from this? Because it seems like the whole Damodarashtakam, at least what I've understood from it thus far, has been his real aspiration was this Vatsalya Rasa.
So, beautiful question. That's what Sri Sanatan Goswami interprets in his commentary. So, we are not sure. You see, it's quite interesting. Sometimes acharyas write something, and those who comment on that writing, either it could be that the acharya who has composed, he's in that ras or that rati, or the one commenting on that is because he's dipped in that, he's able to see everything in that same sthayi bhav. Because Srila Sanatan Goswami is in Madhuri Rati, it's possible he's able to see Satyavrat Rishi also in Madhuri Rati. Just like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he will see Madhur Rati even in places where there's no Madhur Rati. So we can infer that from Sri Sanatan Goswami's commentary. Like that. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Somehow if we can increase the volume of that microphone. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. I had a question about Canto 1. Just a clarification.
Would you be able to keep the microphone
It
close?
was just a clarification. So in Canto 1, Bhishma Dev, he goes to the Vaikunth planets, but he doesn't go to Golok Vrindavan. Is it because he's praying to the Char Bhujao instead of the Krishna with the two arms? So at our last stage, it's the last person you think of. So if you think of Krishna and his two arms, you go to Golok Vrindavan. But if you think of Krishna in another form, you go to that.
Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. I think I'm disturbing the kids. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, in the mood, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajyatante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kauntaya sada tad bhava bhavita. The bhav that we are absorbed in at the time of death is the bhav that we will eternally attain. So if someone has been a practitioner of Vatsalya Rati or Madhur Rati or Sakhya Rati, or in Aishwarya mood towards Rukmini Dwarkadish, or genuinely with all their heart serving Lakshmi Narayan or Sita Ram, and that's the form that they remember, because that's the aspiration that they have had all their life, even through the pain of death, they let go of all other thoughts but not of that of their Ishtadev, then that's what they attain. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
It definitely doesn't happen accidentally. Because the pain of death is so intense. Even through that, if one is remembering a certain form of the Lord, then that's the form that they're eternally related to.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. The microphone here? Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Radhe Radhe. I have one big question that I've been following. If you're following the path of bhakti, you're chanting the name of Shrimati Radharani, you've been meditating on that name, you've been asking her for the mercy of bhakti, and still you are stuck in this world of Maya. When or how or what acts would help us to get us relief from it?
Sri Rupa Goswami Pad in Sri Bhakti Rasam, in Upadeshamrit, Nectar of Instruction, he mentions that apart from having enthusiasm in attaining the Lord and having confidence in the process, we should also have patience, dhairya, utsaha, nishchaya and dhairya. Because we must know that Radharani, Shri Krishna, Sriman Mahaprabhu, they shower mercy. They have showered mercy, and that is why we even get to know about them. Without their kripa, we wouldn't even know about them. We get a human form, we get Vaishnavas, we get to hear Hari Katha. This is their mercy. So it's like developing tension in the string. On one end is the eagerness to attain them, and on the other hand, there is humility and patience that why will they shower mercy on me? Why will they shower kripa on me? I am so fallen. I have made so many mistakes. I am not qualified. So this end of the string is pulling with patience and with fallen humility, self-deprecated helplessness, that why will they shower mercy? I am so destitute, I am so fallen. But the other end of the string says, but I still want it. So that stress has to be increased, and that happens by three things. Chanting the holy name as much as possible, serving the Vaishnavas, and reading Shastra and hearing Harikatha. One thing that blocks this is bhog vritti, enjoying this world and criticizing others. Especially when we criticize those who speak Harikatha, those who serve Vaishnavas. Satam ninda namna yadaparadam vitanute. In Padma Puran it is described when someone is serving Krishna, cooking for Krishna, making garlands for Krishna, decorating the temple for Krishna, distributing literature for Krishna, and we criticize them, we find faults with them. Then even if we want the mercy, Radharani will not shower. Because it is like when a sadhu comes home, you wash his feet and keep him on knife point. You wash his feet and keep a gun on his head, gun point. The sadhu will think, what are you trying to do? So similarly, we are chanting. That is like washing the feet of Radharani. And we are criticizing the Vaishnavas. That's like keeping Radharani on gunpoint. Those who are dear to you, I don't like them, but I want you. She doesn't serve mercy. She doesn't give mercy like that. That same Krishna whom we serve in the deity, we serve in the holy name, we serve in Bhagavatam, and we serve in the hearts of others. So hearing about Krishna, reading Shastra, chanting the holy name, serving everybody selflessly, and no criticizing, no wasting time, and not enjoying this world. Then very quick. Then in one life. ठीक है?
Thank you. Also, one more thing I would like to add. About 4 years ago, when I started my journey in US, I got closer to Krishna. And I used to listen to Gaur Gopal Das Prabhuji, many others. And I wanted to relate someone from our age who can be there. And then I got introduced to you, and I used to scroll on Instagram on Reels. So thank you for all the effort that you put in. Thank you so much.
I generally say don't scroll on Instagram. I can't even tell you that. I don't know who makes those reels. I don't. But if it brings you to a Krishna temple, I'm happy.
That's what it did. So thank you.
Maybe we'll take one last in the interest of time. Depends on what the schedule is. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Before I start the announcements, somebody's left some keys. I guess it's a Toyota. Okay, the temple has a car. The temple needs a car. The keys are here if you need them. Okay, I just didn't want the responsibility, so I just got that off my hands. A big round of applause for... So, Prabhu travels around the world. He goes to many towns, many cities, many continents, all the continents. And he made time for Phoenix, ISKCON of Phoenix. So I'm very, very grateful to him for making time for us and visiting us. The last time Prabhu was here was about 2.5 years ago. We hope we don't have to wait that long for the next visit. And I also want you to know that by profession, he's an electrical engineer. He's got a master's, 1 or 2 masters in electrical engineer. He had a full-time job. And I came to find out that he's given up that, he was instructed by his Guru Maharaj. He gave that up and he's serving the community, preaching full-time now with Mataji, with Swastika Mataji. And they recently moved to North Carolina since about May or so. And they're settling down there, and he's preaching online and teaching Sanskrit and so forth. plus traveling around the world. So I'd like you all to wish him the best, giving up giving up his profession and giving his life, now to preaching. I'm very grateful to you, Prabhu and Mataji. Thank you so much. Please give them a big round of applause. So hopefully we don't wait too long next time. So I'd like to start with acknowledging today's sponsors. So the first sponsor for today's Sunday feast is Ganga, Raju and Umarani Martha. And they are sponsoring today's feast in gratitude of their daughter finding a job. Is the family here? I think they are not here. Please give them a big round of applause in their absence. And next is a devotee of Krishna. They want to stay anonymous. And again, they're sponsoring today's feast in gratitude of, just in gratitude to their lordship. So please give them a big round of applause also. And last is Rajesh Kausuri and family. Is the family here? Rajesh Kausuri and family? I don't think, are they here? They're not here. So please give them a big round of applause also. And theirs was also for gratitude. So all of today's sponsors were giving gratitude to their lordships for what they have. And I'd also like to call upon Priya Gopal, that is Praveen Sahu, and family to receive Mahaprasadam. They sponsored the new curtains, the new altar curtains. So, I know. So can they come forward and receive Mahagarlands? Priya Gopal Prabhu, Praveen, the family can come and receive. I saw Praveen Prabhu somewhere. Priya Gopal Prabhu and family, there you are. Please come and receive Mahaprasad for your for helping us with the new curtain for the altar. Mataji, Puja Mataji, I know you are here too. Puja Mataji and the children. बच्चे को बुला लो ना. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very important. So that other get. Divyansh. There he is. Thank you so much. And I see a couple of old friends here. I'd like them to come and receive some Mahagarlands. I see Satish Kausuri and family. Please come and receive Mahagarland. And Rajesh Mishra and family. Please come forward and receive. Thank you for coming to today's feast. It's nice to see you. Please keep coming. It's nice to see you. I liked your question too. Thank you so much. So, upcoming events. Those of you who follow Ekadashi, this coming Friday, October 3rd, is Ekadashi, so we fast from beans and grains. Just a reminder, Friday, October 3rd is Ekadashi. Then on Wednesday, October 1, we have Ramchandra Vijayotsav, Dashera, starting at 6 o'clock, and we'll have kirtan at 6, and then Aarti will be at 6:30, and then we'll have the festival after that, and Prasadam will be served also. That's on Wednesday, 1st of October. Please join us. And then October 6th to October, November, as Prabhu mentioned, we have Kartik month starting, and every day for 30 days we'll be offering ghee lamps to Lord Damodar. We have a nice diorama of Yashoda Mai and Damodar that will be set up, And we'll be offering fresh garlands every day, and ghee lamps will be also offered every day. So if you want to sponsor the ghee lamps or the malas, there'll be some sponsorship forms over there, and you're welcome to participate. It is said that any seva you perform for the month of Kartik is very, very auspicious, and you get the benefits are 1,000-fold. So keep that in mind also. And we'll have a lot of information about Kartik posted in this coming week. And on Thursday, we have a free Food for Life distribution in the evening. So if you'd like to join us, please call Parthasarathy Prabhu, or you can see him today at the Prasadam counter. And that will be at 5 o'clock from 5 to 7. That's this coming Thursday. And the last announcement will be, we've had some leadership training, and we started with our Vaishnava Sadachar and devotee care. We're going to move forward now to leadership training, and we also would like to focus on team development, and I appreciate those of you who have already taken up some of the tasks. And if you have any questions or if you'd like to join a team, please see either Shamamohini Devidasi or Namapriya Mataji. And we'll have a special presentation on ISKCON 335. Most of you know about it, and we are going to have a special presentation, and this is going to be for all devotees of all ages, children, youth, adults, women, Prabhus, Vaishnavis, Vaishnavas, everyone. And this is where ISKCON wants to have at least 3% of the population connected with Krishna consciousness by year 2035. And we have some really nice programs that we have, and we are going to roll them out soon. So please stay tuned, and we'll be posting our program probably after Kartik, but we'll be preparing, and we'll involve some of you in those programs. Please visit our website or our Facebook page and our WhatsApp groups for morning sadhana program, which starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 6, and it's streamed via YouTube and Zoom. It's on Zoom as well. So we start with chanting, and then we read some verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So we chant from 5 to 5:40, and then from 5:40 to 6, we read some Srimad Bhagavatam verses, discuss them, and if you cannot wake up that early in the morning, it'll be sitting for you on our YouTube channel, and you can access it at the time that is convenient to you. But try and keep to it so that you are in touch with your peers who will be giving those small talks on Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a nice way to start the day. Then there's a temple Srimad Bhagavatam class daily, in person or via Zoom and YouTube, so please join us for that. And then in the evening, Vaishnavis read Chaitanya Charitamrita from 4:30 to 5:15 every day, Monday through Friday. And in the evening, the adults read Chaitanya Charitamrita from 8:30 to 8:50 via Zoom. And we also have recently started reading children's books, and that's from 8 to 8:30 via Zoom. And we are reading Krishna book there, so join us if you can. The youth are reading Srimad Bhagavatam every Sunday between 2 and 3 via Zoom. And we have Bhakti Vriksha program right now. I think we just have one going on, and that's on Friday evenings. If you need more information, you can see Shri Govind Prabhu. You can raise your hand, and he can give you more details on that. That's an informal meeting with like-minded people. It's a nice way to start your weekend. It's usually a program from 7 to 9. We keep to our times. We start punctually, we finish punctually. But it's really nice way to meet like-minded people. And it's a family program. So we have informal discussions on topics from the scriptures. Right now they are reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 4. And they also have a program for the children on the side. And then prasadam is served. So that's on Friday evenings. The youth, as I said, read Srimad Bhagavatam on Sunday evenings between 2 and 3. And we have a yoga classes on Saturdays only now from 8:30 to 9:45. And our Sunday Vedic school and Hindi classes have begun. There's more information on the counter there. And I think I'm going to stop here because... Oh yes, very important. I'm going to give the mic to our youth leader, Nikit. He's going to talk about the picnic that they have upcoming now. So Nikit, you can give the details. Thank you for reminding. It was just set up a few days ago, so my apologies.
Hare Krishna everyone. So on behalf of the youth, we wanted to organize a little picnic down at Canyon Lake. So it's going to be, while the weather is winding down, we thought it would be a good way for the congregation to get out there and spend some time together and also bond spiritually. So there will be kirtan, games, and obviously a lot of prasadam. So we're planning to do a little potluck so everyone can bring their prasadam in and we can have it there at the lake. So if you haven't already, please RSVP. The link is in the congregation group. And if you need information, you could see me or Namapriya Mataji or any of the youth. And one other thing is parking passes. So if you are interested in coming, we strongly suggest that you get the parking passes online beforehand, as they're only $8, but you have to pay at the location.